All right. It has been too long since I've made a video because now this is the third time I am recording this. The first time I made a mistake. The second time I made another mistake, a really dumb mistake. I forgot to press record. Anyway, hey guys, this is Erin, also known as Everyday Erin. I don't know. That sounds weird to say, feels weird to say, but it is what it is. That is who I am. Anyway, I am here today to share with you guys the projects I've been working on that I am moving from 20 or have moved because it is what date is it? I don't know. It's a date. It's a Saturday. It is the 16th of January. I'm halfway through January. So they have moved on. They've graduated. They've graduated. Let's use that. From 2020 into 2021, and I thought I would share those with you, what I'm carrying over. I have several knitting slash crochet projects, and I have a power flick. We're having a bad snowstorm, so let's hope I'm not in the dark soon. Several knitting slash crochet projects, a few cross stitch projects, and then I have two projects that are new that I started on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day that I want to share with you also. It is there. Okay. So let's jump right into it before I lose my power with yarn WIPS. The first one will be of no surprise to anybody, and that is my Scrappy Happy Blanket, aka my retirement project, meaning I probably will not finish this until I am of retirement age. Here it is. Last year, my goal was to add 300 squares to it, and I will tell you right now, I did not add 300 squares to it. I didn't even add 100 squares to it. Truth be told, I gave up on my goals this year, and I gave up on my goals. I do have some plans for 2021, which I'll share with you in my next video. But this is where it is. I would say it's probably about halfway done, probably a little shy of halfway done, and this is folded in half. I mean, this is huge. I want it to fit on our bed. I want it to be a very heavy and useful blanket, and you know, when I'm 70 years old and adding the I-cord edging to it, I'll enjoy it. And it'll probably be left in my will if I ever finish it. So here it is, and I do enjoy knitting on this. I am running out of minis, so I'm going to have to figure out what to do about that. I try not to repeat minis, but I think that's just going to be what I have to do. Next project is a new one from this year. It's the Bits and Bobs by, I believe it's Kay Jones. I don't have the pattern in here. I am knitting this out of all the leftovers from the minis. I've made them into magic cakes. I have a lot of these. And then I am doubling it with some speckled yarn. The speckled yarn is going to be all different. It's all going to be like a natural bare base with some colored speckles in it. This one just happens to be pink. And I think this is probably the second skein. And I think the first one was blue, but it all looks the same when it's doubled. So this is a really fun project. Oh, I even have a progress keeper from, that's where I was the last time I showed it to you, which I don't know when that was. This one I can open up a little more. It's my wingspan, which is a nice size. And this is probably another retirement project, but that's okay. I brought this camping because it was a nice compact thing to take with me, and I got a lot done on it when we went. So there's that. Bits and Bobs. Graduating to 2021. Well, it's actually already graduated to 2021. Next WIP, moving on, would be my Vivid, and this is a little hard to show you. This is knit out of Batik DK, which is just an acrylic yarn from the UK. I think I got it from Daramore's. Don't quote me on that. I could be lying. This is going to be hard to show because I am in the process of sewing it together. There's even a darning needle in here somewhere. One of the last times I faux recorded this for you, I came across it. But anyway, I don't know where it is now. So this is what it looks like right now. Um, Here, can get an idea. I love it. It's so soft. It's nice and light. I don't know if this is going to be a camper blanket or a house blanket or a both blanket. Who knows? I think it really depends on how much we're in the camper. I'm thinking camper blanket because it's lace, so it'll be a little lighter, and we usually are in the camper in warmer temperatures. So this hopefully will get done this year. If not, that's okay. And I still have to add a border to it in this. I have several skeins of this. So that is the Vivid. Next is a crochet project, and it is a Jacob's Ladder blanket, and I am crocheting it out of this mandala baby, and it's called Mermaid Cove. And I think I only have 3 skeins of this, which is probably going to be a little bit small, but it'll be a baby blanket, so that's okay. I don't know what's going on out there. I am crocheting this with an H. These are my favorite hooks. I don't know what they're called. Knit Picks has a similar kind. Anyway, I'm this far into my second skein, and I've found that crocheting is very taxing on my shoulder and my wrist. So I work on this very sparsely. Is that the right word? I don't know. But it has been out recently because I did work on this a little bit. So let me get this to a showing situation. Here it is. That's not a showing situation. This is what it looks like, and all these get looped and braided, and magic happens, and it makes this little line of what looks like braids on top of the blanket on it, and I think it's going to be really pretty. I think I showed you how it worked when I first showed you this blanket, so yeah, if you didn't see that, stay tuned because I'm hoping to get this done sometime in the near future. Remember I just said I don't care when I finish things? Right now I'm working on trying to finish up some things because why not? Why not? So that is my 4th blanket. And that brings us into sweaters. I had a goal to knit 6 adult sweaters this year. I did not knit 6. I knit 1. I was looking to see if it's there. You haven't seen it finished. It's the Juliet top. It's too small for me. I haven't woven in the ends. I love the top, but I'm discouraged that it doesn't fit the way I wanted it to. And that is all on me, not the pattern. The pattern is lovely. I just used a different weight yarn because that's what I could get my hands on. So there's that. All right. Next, last year, 2 years ago, right after I had my tumor removed, Kristen asked for a sweater, and I don't even have the picture in here. I don't have the picture in here, and I don't know where it is. It's a cabled sweater, and it's being knit out of this a Stylecraft Special Erin with wool. It's really nice yarn for someone who is sensitive to wool, which we've learned she is not as sensitive as she once thought. So there's this one, and it's a heavily cabled sweater, and right now I have 1 waistband done and a 2nd waistband done, and that's as far as I've gotten on that, because life with the pandemic and with some personal things that were happening and still kind of are happening, I didn't have the mind space for this one. This is a vintage pattern from my Nana that my Aunt Patty sent to me. If you remember last year, I knit a green sweater for my cousin's son. This is from the same book as that. It's an Erin knit sweater book. How much noise can I make? So this is a priority-ish, but I have another priority first. yeah. Yeah. The final whip I have for knitting slash crocheting is a sweater. And I'm going to use that term loosely because I am literally, this is my notes. Let me see if I can find the picture. Oh, I don't have the picture in here. Kristen showed me a picture of a sweater and said, "Can you make this for me?" And usually I say no. But this time I said yes. And I was going gangbusters on this. This is knit out of Letty Lopi. And I was going gangbusters on this, and I ran out of one of the contrast colors. So I ordered the contrast colors, and I ordered the contrast color, and I ordered 2 more skeins of the other colors. 1 more skein of the other colors. Sadie's calling me. I'm going to ignore that, so please ignore that. Anyway, I ran out of the yarn, ordered it. It's back ordered. So this is a sweater that I hope actually turns into a sweater that I kind of have just been making up as I go along. So I wish I had the picture. I will put the picture in somewhere for you to see. I'll put it in right here so you guys can see it. She saw it on Instagram and she really liked it. She loved the colors, so I even had to try to match the colors, and I think I did a pretty good job. But yeah, so here is the sweater. I'm so close to done. There's like this much and the neckband. Anyway, here it is. Oh, that looks amazing. Oh, all bunched up on the needles. It looks amazing. It has some chevrons at the bottom, which, let me tell you, that is no joke because 4 colors in 1 row is nothing I've ever experienced in my life before. And then there's on the sleeves also, she wanted it. So this one, I was so bummed to have to stop working on this, but this is literally, that's the end of the white. So this will be coming out as soon as I get the rest of the yarn from WIPS, which was ordered at the end of, I ordered it right before Christmas and got an email that it was back ordered for 2 to 3 weeks. So hopefully it'll be coming soon, I would think. So there's that. And this is not any pattern I'm going to be releasing. This is just some chicken scratch that I wrote down. And like I said, I'm going to hope that it turns into a sweater that's wearable. So I'm going to pause right there, and I'm going to get my cross stitch stuff out to show you. All right, I just stretched my legs, and my foot was asleep. Cross stitch. I have been cross stitch crazy the last month, 2 months, 2 months or so. I'm really getting into a groove with it and enjoying it, and it gives my, it uses different muscles than the knitting, and my joints are not getting any younger. They're definitely getting older. So it's important for me to take time to give them a little bit of a break. I just noticed my little gnome over there sitting on the table watching us. Okay, so projects that are being carried over into 2021 or have been carried over. The first one should be of no surprise to anybody. Colorful Cow. I had hoped to get this finished last year, but I ran into a problem. I ran out of a lot of the colors. I had difficulty tracking down a list of what these colors are in DMC. Hobby Lobby was less than cooperative, and like I said, life is always going to be my excuse. Anyway, so this is where she is. I gave her a tiny bit of an iron. I didn't want to give her too much because why? This is a Hobby Lobby kit. It was given to me by Margaret. She heard me mention how much I loved it, and she sent it to me for my birthday a few years ago. And I love the pattern. It's adorable. I do not love Hobby Lobby kits. Their fabric is so small, and they do not give you enough floss. They just don't. That's just my personal opinion. I had another Hobby Lobby project from last year that I needed to scrap because I could not find out what the floss was. I emailed Hobby Lobby several hundred times. This is where they shaved my head last year. I might have already brought that up, but this hair grows in different than the rest of my hair. This hair grows in curly and gray, and the rest of my hair does not, so it's always sticking up, and that's fine. I had curly hair when I was younger. Anyway, colorful cow. Kristen called her Bessie, so I'm going to call her Bessie. That's fine. And she is not even close to done. So here she is. Oh, she's so awesome. She's so awesome. I am tempted to stop at the face, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do as much of the body as I can. If as much as I can with the fabric, because look at how close that is to the bottom, and there's still quite a bit to go down there. So I don't know how much I'm actually going to be able to get done. So I'll go as far as I can. I love her. I am not a cow person. I love her. I'm a sheep person. I love her. Every time my sister sees this, I think she hopes it's for her. It's not for her. It's for me. I don't know what I'm going to do with her when she's done, but I love her. She's awesome. And she's a lot of fun to work on, too. So, she's full of mistakes. Who isn't? She's full of mistakes, but she's perfect. Anyway, so that's the colorful cow. I didn't finish her as I had hoped, but that is okay. The next WIP that I've brought over is a Mill Hill kit, and it is this, what's this called? Oh, Sweater Weather. And I have the entire thing done minus the beading. I just have to do the beading, and the beading is my favorite part. But I just need to have a chunk of time set aside to do it because little beads, I don't want them going all over the place. So, and I love Mill Hill kits, which you probably already know. So the little bead kits, buttons and beads. No, these aren't buttons and beads. I don't know what they're called. Anyway, I love these little kits. I have way too many of them. Next is a continuation from last year. I don't have anything to show you on this, but I want to work on, this is a monthly series, the snappers. I've done these 3, October, November, and December. Is that what I did? Yes. And I want to keep working on these because I got a dough bowl for Christmas and I'm obsessed. Gotta fill that puppy up. And the last thing I have to show you is something you have not seen since last time because I just started it. And this is by Jardin Privé. And this is called Farm Quaker. A lot of people have been working on this. And I haven't made too much progress on this, but I pull it out in between projects. Oh, I'm in the middle of a row too. Anyway, that's my progress on it. I am doing this on I think this is a Belfast linen, but I'm not sure. Belfast is my favorite when it comes to linen. I'm not too keen on linen, but that's the one I would choose if I had to choose one. So why I didn't start with the sheep, I don't know, but I'm on the barn, so that makes me happy. This is a really fun one. I don't care how long this takes me. It's a lot of fun. And I've had a lot of mistakes in this, so I have some ghost thread up here that I'll have to take care of eventually from ripping out. But there it is. This little duck or goose is about to get a duckling or gooseling over here. Tiny. So that's where that is. And those are the projects that I'm carrying into 2021. Now, as I mentioned, I did start 2 new things. On New Year's Eve, I started a cross-stitch project by Blackbird, and it is a yellow submarine. I do not have all the floss for this yet. I ordered it, and I'm waiting. It's been a while. I'm hoping it comes, and if it doesn't, then I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. And what fabric is this? Let me see if I can tell you, because the fabric's gorgeous. The fabric is 16 count Mirage Ada from Picture This Plus. And that's what I have on it so far. And I only stitched on this on New Year's Eve. I started, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I don't know. After dinner on New Year's Eve, I started this. Epic. Epic. And I am attempting to use all the called for colors. And that is as long as my floss arrives. So, love it. I love it. That's a really fun pattern too. It's got a lot of little things going on in it. And on New Year's Day, I started a knitting project. It's a pair of socks. This is the, pardon me, Skippy Stripes socks. And oh, I had it right here. Skippy Stripes. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, so check it out. And I saw this. What did I see this on? Cross Stitch MD. I think I saw her knitting this on. Anyway, let's start with the yarn. I am knitting this out of some Easy Knits UK from Zoe in the Gobstoppers base, and the color is She-Hulk. It's awesome. I should have brought a sock blocker over here, but I didn't. So I finished the first sock, which is this the left or the right? I can't remember. This is the right sock. And let me see if I can show you the pattern. It's really pretty. And it's really easy. It's really, really easy. So got sock 1 done, and I'll be starting sock 2 soon. But yeah, that's where that is. What time is it? Oh my gosh, 3:30. So many technical problems that's all I'm going to get to talk about today. So that is what has moved on from 2020 to 2021 and what was started just on the cusp of the new year. Do you have projects that you started in 2020 or before, like my Scrappy Happy? I definitely started that like 4 years ago. What projects did you take from one year into this year? I'd love to know. Tell me in the comments below. And if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, all the good stuff that I never ever say and I need to get better about. And I think that's all I have for today. I hope you guys are doing really well. And until next time, I'll talk to you soon. All right? Bye-bye.